Hello everyone, today another guide from me, and this time I have a guide about the Hybrid Hunter, and the Hybrid Hunter is a pretty interesting deck. You see like a lot of different kinds of Hunter also when you play it on the ladder or when you face it on the ladder, but this is like a Hunter I like a lot recently. It's like a combination of the really aggressive face Hunter, but it is a bit more consistent because it also runs like pilot shredders, it runs high mains. So it makes it like if you are a bit behind in the early or mid game, you don't rely on just hoping they don't have taunts or they don't have heals. You can still go aggressively, or you can still just play your minions that are really annoying to deal with, because shredders and high main, and especially the high main, are like the most annoying minions normally for your opponent to deal with. It's really hard to like deal one-on-one with a high main, and just when you can put high main on turn 6 on the board, it can just win you certain matchups. And the weakness of like the mid-range hunter is that it is just a bit too slow sometimes, and especially on the ladder when you face the more aggressive decks like Zooish decks, it can be too slow. So you see it also being played a bit on the ladder, but the hybrid hunter is a combination of that, and I have to say it works really well for me also on the legend rank. You can also like think of including one explosive trap if you are really facing a lot of aggro. That might be a good change, but like freezing trap is in general the best trap to play with. It's so strong if you can just like ignore a minion that is on the board, and you know that it will be away the turn afterwards. It's a really strong card, and you see that like it runs a bit of the aggressive charged minions like the Wolf Rider. It's like Wolf Rider is really underrated. It's still one of, it's a really good 3-drop, and like the normal strategy with this deck is still a bit the same as the face hunter. Normally you go like a lot to the face, but it's really important to trade the first turns, but because if you are already ignoring boards at the first turns, you're gonna struggle in the mid game. So just try to take a good board around turn 4 5 and try to snowball from that point. Yeah, the strong points of what I said, it feels a bit more consistent than just the face hunter. The face hunter, it feels a bit like, yeah, they play a zombie chow turn 1, they have a taunt, they have a heal, and you can struggle already so much, and this feels just a bit more consistent. And I will show you how I like to play this deck and how it works on the ladder. I tried it a bit on the legend rank too, and it did really well for me. So let's just try it out on the ladder, see in what matchups we come. Also a good point, like the face hunter has some really good matchups and some really bad matchups, and the hybrid hunter, it feels a bit in the middle of it. It doesn't really have like insanely good matchups, but it doesn't have bad matchups either. So it's a bit better against warrior druid. Yeah, it's maybe a bit weaker against paladin and classes like that, but in the mirror, it really depends what they play for kind of hunter. Like we are pretty we are not like insanely fast, but we are still okay. And if it is like a really slow hunter, I think we are favorite. So I think a Haunted Creeper with a Glaive Suka is really good to keep. Unleash can be really good in a mirror, but it's really risky to just keep it. So I like this start. We can coin out the Haunted Creeper. If he plays a Mad Scientist or a Knife Jiggler, we have a really good Glaive Suka. So I will just keep the 2 drops. On the coin, that's more than perfect, okay. The kill command is way too early, of course, and the freezing trap, not really happy with that. Of course you want the Mad Scientist if you can take it up. Okay, so no 1-drop, that's really good for us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to play the minion here. We can play abusive, but it's on curve, but playing the Haunted Creeper with knowing the Glaive Suka is in hand feels way better. Like we have a really good turn 2 normally now with the Glaive Suka into his 2-drop. Mad Scientist might be annoying. Like Knife Jiggler is really good for us here. Okay, a trap. So I expect a freezing trap here. Like we can ignore it. We can just play abusive here, not attack. And the turn afterwards we proc the trap with our abusive sergeant. I actually love... Because our turn 3 will be abusive with a 2-drop. So playing just an abusive here and do nothing else. It's too obvious this is freezing. No way this is explosive. It might be snakes, okay, then we just deal a bit damage less. But I just passed turn here. It feels a bit weak, but what I said already earlier in my guide, getting value from your minions or going for the board control is really important in the early game. Okay, now he's gonna trade here. That actually is really annoying. So we really have to decide what are we gonna do with this creeper here. I don't want to just get it in a freezing trap, but we have to proc freezing trap somehow. Maybe I just do it again the same. Just play abusive, playing freezing trap. Just do it this. I really don't want him to get value on the freezing here. I want him to use my bow here on the abusive. It's really difficult here. If I just had a decent 2-drop, I will just get attack with a creeper. But our hand is like, we don't have minions, so... Oh, he goes for a lucky knife. Wow. Okay, now there is a snake trap on the board. I think we are forced to use quick shot here. There's the freezing. So his first trap was the freezing, as what also was really obvious, right? So this one is snakes, and we have good answers with snake with our Unleash the Hound, but I'm just gonna use the quick shot here this turn, I think. And next turn we can go for that. Like next turn we can go Unleash into the snake trap. We can do it this turn. Nah, we can't. I can go for an Glaive Zuka attack here. Nah, this is good. Okay, his bow has 2 attacks now, but it's still really annoying for him to attack. We still have the freezing trap out that we played on turn 2 or 3. It looks really weird to play a freezing trap early to not hero power maybe, but it's more than worth. Okay. There is no reason to really proc the freezing trap here. Besides just going for board control. With the Unleash. Ready to ride. Okay, so it's a more aggressive hunter also. It's a freezing trap. Like we can just ignore it this turn. We can just play either abusive or low tap. And not proc the snake this turn. There's no reason to really proc the snakes. And also if we play Unleash we have no follow-up. If we wait 1 turn with Unleash we can abusive or kill command. So I will just ignore it this turn. It also gives him another charge. Like it's not a problem we wait 1 turn. Yeah, he can play his Wolf Rider again for 5 mana, what is pretty expensive. It's not a bad play from his side. Like I don't know what his options are. I can even decide to just trade into low tap. And that is why I said high main is insane in this deck. If we have an high main this turn, or I mean next turn coming up, it's just so hard for him to win the game from that point. And getting that high main first on the board is so big. Okay, there he is again. Okay, that's the abusive. That's a really good play, of course. Making this trade. So now we can decide to Unleash. We can see what comes out of the Animal Companion first. To my side. A taunt. Okay, yeah, I think we go for Unleash then. Because now I really want to trade.
I hunt alone. I move quickly.
Making efficient trades here. You have to trade everything here, because otherwise his Unleash gets really good. Still a really strong Unleash for him. He played already one Knife Jiggler, so it's less likely he has a Knife Jiggler Unleash. But Unleash is still really powerful for his side.
To my side.
Okay, it's not really bad for us. We can do the same, just kill commanding, going face, okay. I don't know, I think he is really forced to also go a bit for board control at least. We can keep the kill command, but kill command here is too good. I can play Knife Jiggler, Abuse, nah, that's not so good.
I wonder.
Yeah, this is a kill command on the minion. And Abusive might be better than Knife Jiggler, but it's so off curve. Like, this is for sure. Yeah, I think it's just better to play on curve here. Yes, he can trade with his bow, but then he goes lower on HP, he loses his bow. He had a lot of value from this bow, like 3 or 4 charges in total. He played 2 traps. Okay, he has his own Unleash. And a Shredder. So we really need something here. Oh, going face, that's aggressive. Not really sure if that's right. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna trade in this Shredder, so this goes to face for sure. And now we decide. I think we go face here. I mean, why? I really don't understand his play of ignoring it. Like, we put him at 6 HP for sure, so we can kill him with hero powers. He's gonna make this trade, this trade, this trade. He can make this trade. I think we just go, like, if we draw 3 damage, a Wolf Rider, or a bow, we just have lethal instantly. Like, we are just on an advantage here. And he thinks he is still fine, but I think he should really start trading now. At 5 HP against 17 HP. Oh, that's a really top deck. Like, getting a card, cycling it. Wow. That's a big top deck. So we are dead next turn now. So we just better top deck 3 damage here. We have a lot of outs. And there it is, guys. There is an out. Yeah, like, and that is the point of the more hybrid hunter. Getting this board control early. Like, we had the advantage in the early and mid game by just having the board control. And that is the reason why we could put him like 10 HP lower than us. And yes, he had like really big draws at the end of the game with the Shredder into quick shot into an animal companion. But we still had a lot of outs, and it was still really annoying. Like, if we would have one Shredder or if we would have a high main, we would have won this game way easier. And that is why I said, like, how we played it, it was really looking more like a face hunter, because we didn't drew these cards. And that is why I really like the hybrid more than the face hunter, because it makes it a bit more consistent. We just needed one high main or one Shredder and the game was ours. So let's see if we can get another matchup now. I really want something else. Okay, Warrior. Warrior is in general the hardest one. The Hybrid Hunter, it makes it a bit better, I would say, but it's still not an easy matchup. Okay, we can already decide. Mad Scientist is a keep for sure. I think Abusive might be really good. I really want to see his mulligan. He keeps 1 card. Is that an X? We don't know. But it's still like we have two 2-drops, so we can coin 1 out. We have the Abusive to deal with an Armor Smith better. So I just keep all these 3 cards. Okay, this is one of the worst draws, of course, because we get the other one from the Mad Scientist. I'm thinking if we coin out Mad Scientist or Knife Jiggler. Pretty sure Mad Scientist is better. Maybe Knife Jiggler. I like Knife Jiggler. If he has the X, it will come out anyways. And then we play Mad Scientist into it. It's fine. It just pushes more damage if he doesn't have the Armor Smith. If he doesn't have the Fire Vorax. Oh, he has the Slam. That is a bit... not really happy with that. But it's fine. Okay, bow is an okay pickup. Especially if we get the trap out, so... Don't mind that. It deals also well if he plays an Acolyte here on board.
My blade be thirsty.
Yeah, just... We have to push minions on board, that's for sure.
Put this apple on your head.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
I hope he doesn't have a Death Spite here. Death Spite is pretty good. Ah, yes, it's them. Okay. So, we're not gonna play... Aggressive still got an okay pickup. It plays the curve. If he attacks face, whatever. Game Patron... Not terrible, not good. Like, Petra and Inner Rage is really good here. He's almost forced to attack or play at least like a Cruel Taskmaster. Like, you don't wanna take another 3 damage from this abusive. And this is what I said, like, if we have a Shredder now, if we have that Hymen, it's so good. Like, we put already, like, a lot of aggression early game, but you want to have, like, a follow-up. And that's why I just like the Hybrid Hunter way more than the Face Hunter. Like, what if we had, like, a useless explosive trap here? Like, this freezing trap just deals really well with the minions that he's gonna play. Like, he's thinking now, is it worth to attack Face here? I don't know, like, if he has a Cruel Taskmaster, I'm pretty sure it comes out. If he has a Gimp Patron, I think it comes out. Okay. Okay. Well, we have this trade already.
Sever my wrath.
Trades. Play Eagle Horn Bow.
I wonder.
Play low tap. I like low tap then. We have to make this trade. It sucks, it gives him 2 armor. I'm really not sure about low tap because it's a free kill for him. Like, this does exactly the same. Yeah.
I move quickly.
There's no reason to play low tap. It deals also 5 damage low tap. And it gives him on turn 6. It's close. Proccing the trap.
Armor made.
Plays it again for 4 mana.
Armor.
Oh,
made.
double, that's annoying. That's 4 armor, that's a lot. We might have to trade here. We can go for low tap here. It cannot be bad playing low tap here. We have the follow-up of Eagle Horn, Bow, Freezing Trap, Hero Power. Yeah, I think it's a low tap. And now we have to see what he's gonna do. It's so annoying, double armor smith. It's just so much free armor. Like, this is a way you can really lose if they get so much value from their armor smiths. If I just don't play a minion and just play Eagle Horn Bow, it's way too weak. Because I don't pressure enough. So I really have to play something on board.
I wonder.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Okay, it's okay.
I hunt alone.
We have to pressure him. I have to make that 5 damage in the face. If I give him, like, I can make a really good trade in the armor smith, but then I just give him so much HP. Like, it's pretty likely if he has an execute, he's gonna proc one with the freezing trap and it's gonna attack with the other one into the low tap to make the execute happen.
I wonder.
If I don't put the 5 damage in face, we are gonna attack in the armor smith, we give him 1 more armor. We are just making, like, we just get 6 armor, like he just has 6 armor more. It's too much. It's too much giving him 6 HP more. Of course it might be, it looks like he gets less armor in some kind of way. But we can't take that risk because it's too much. Oh my god. Wow. Harrison. Well, that's really hard to deal with. Is he gonna take 5 damage?
Blood and plunder.
Wow. So if we unleash here, yeah, the armor smith is the annoying card. We can do 5, 10, 12. Unleash does nothing. We have to look what the animal companion will be, I think. I can unleash kill command. I can lose my kill command here. Maybe. I can make this trade, unleash, but then I shall play companion, so companion is for sure.
To my side. I move quickly.
I have to kill the armor smith there. Yes, I give him 1 more armor. Not really likely he has lethal here. It's not really easy to deal with for him with this board. Execute. Yeah, he has the Harrison, but he's suiciding Harrison for that. Yeah, like, as I said already, we really needed a Shredder or an high main earlier. It will be so good here. Like, instead of playing that low tap, playing in high main or Shredder will be so annoying for him.
Charge forward.
He's gonna play in Gimp Patron.
A fight. Cody.
Okay.
Everyone, get in here. Everyone, get in here.
So if he just draws something that deals damage here, nah, that science is terrible.
Oh, sure.
Maybe if we draw Unleash, we get lethal. If he gets a lot of patrons. We don't even have a freezing trap anymore. We played a Mad Scientist earlier and we didn't get, we had an empty freeze trap in our hand, so that's really annoying. I'm a bit sad that I can't show you the power of Hybrid Hunter because I'm not drawing my high mains and my shredders. It really looks like how I play it now. It really looks like Face Hunter. And that's what I don't like. And you have to also imagine, like, we dealt already with double Armor Smith. He had double Armor Smith and we dealt with double Armor Smith. Yeah, I don't think we need a quick shot with something, I think. Then it's maybe possible. Okay, Leper Gnome is not gonna do it here. He has 5, 7. Yeah, I think I'm forced here to do this. Yeah, it's not good, of course. Nah, but I'm a bit sad. Like how we are playing it now, it really looks like Face Hunter. And like, trust me, like, and you can imagine here in this game, if we will have a Shredder, if we will have an high main, the deck will be way more powerful. We will have like we will have a minion that he can't deal with, and we can just deal another 6 to the face. So yeah, like, I'm happy, like, and still, like, he's still at 8 HP. He had his double Armor Smith at the same time, getting a lot of value with that. So and this is also the hardest matchup. So if this matchup is already so close, like, I hope you can imagine that the deck is really strong. And okay, we lost this one, but you saw also against the Hunter that we played, like against the Face Hunter, that we even won. People say Face Hunter is favorite, but the Hybrid Hunter has a lot of good traits, and it is also really aggressive. So yeah, I hope you like the guide that I make here, and if you have any tips, I would like to hear feedback, and I hope you learned something from it, and I hope to see you next time again, and see ya.